Are we ready, Bobby? The Jason Mitchell Show. It's exciting when you have friends on the show. So I want to welcome my good friend, PGA extraordinaire, golf coach, great buddy for a long time, Mr. Boyd Summerhays. Welcome to the show.
Jason, I'm pumped.
I'm pumped you're here. I'm glad that we didn't do this on Zoom and you actually came into the office. It's good to see you.
Got home from work a little bit early, and I thought, let's get down there. So,
for those of you watching, it is Phoenix Open week starting today, Monday. Waste management.
Management.
By far the busiest.
Super wasted management.
Such a great tournament, though.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. And I don't get into all that hoopla stuff, but it's just to go and experience it. So we start this week, and you got a busy week.
Oh, yeah.
Because not only do you have some players, you got a son playing. Tell us about what I want to hear about Preston and kind of his sponsorship exemption that he got, but also I want to hear not just this week, but now that you have multiple pros under your belt and continue to add some, what preparation is like for you, because we have these players that are the best in the world.
Yeah.
And you're considered one of the best coaches in the world, clearly. But you got to mentally prepare these guys for them to go out there and play the hardest mental sport in the world. How do you prepare for that?
Well, first off, just having Preston in the field is kind of surreal. It seems like yesterday he was standard bearing at age 10. Was the first time he did it. I have all these pictures of where he's teeny. He's with Grace doing it, coming out to the event, and as the years went on, you could tell he was getting a lot better. He stopped standard bearing at like 16 because he wanted to go out and watch and see it, and then he got to the age where it was like hard to watch. He's like, I'm good enough to be out here. And you always want your kids being confident, but he's always been confident, and he's just gotten a little bit better every year. He's had some big wins in his career, winning the U.S. Junior, and then he won a huge amateur event as a junior golfer, the Sunnehanna.
That was in Ohio, right?
That one was in Pennsylvania. Oh, the U.S. Junior was in Ohio, yes, at Inverness Club. So and then he got to play at Wingfoot in the U.S. Open and played the Barbasol PGA Tour event last year and a couple Korn Ferry events. So this will be his first Waste Management Open. It'll be a different field than any event he's ever played because – a normal week gets 500 to 600,000 people in there, but they're saying there's going to be projected 750,000 people run through the event this week.
What a great experience, though.
Yeah, it'll be huge for him because each time he got in these tour events, he learned something. And this week, I think he's going to learn how his body and mind reacts to that adrenaline. When he comes down to that back nine, you play 15, 16, 17, 18 with all that energy, with the noise, the crowd. I think he's going to learn quite a bit from it, and he's also, the way he thinks, he's coming to compete. He's ready to go.
But what a great tournament to start. Yeah. It's a mile from home, basically.
Oh, yeah, it's so cool.
So you couldn't pick a better setting to have it. He knows the course intimately, I'm sure. But I'm super proud of him, too, and I know you are. Yeah. And as I have been following him throughout his career and journey, and as we've been friends, I remember going into Utah.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget this because I was so nervous to text Barb, your wife, because we walked into the tournament and I see Preston Summerhays -8. So we were on vacation and we knew that he was playing and we wanted to come watch him play. So we walked in -8 and I thought, oh shit, he's down 8 strokes. Damn it. And I was like, well, I don't want to go out there with him losing like this. Like maybe we should just go. So we got back in our car. I text Barb. I said, hey, look, I don't want to be around if Boyd's upset or whatever. She goes, no, he's up 8. And I go, oh, we're coming back. Let's go.
It's like -8 is good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, but it looked different. So anyways.
Jason's a true golfer, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so when we went back, that was one of the coolest experiences that I've been around. To watch him win that tournament, to watch his joy around you and the family, and to be a part of that, like that was very special. And I want to say thank you for allowing us to be a part of that because that was a really, really special day.
Yeah, that was really cool. Those pictures will be memories for a lifetime. I got a great story. Preston kind of confessed something to me. I think right now on this podcast would be a great time to do it. I wish he was here to tell it, but you made a deal with him. You told him, so that was his second men's state amateur win.
Okay.
The year before he won and he beat the record. He beat Tony Finau's record and his uncle Daniel Summerhays' record of being the youngest ever. Well, you had told him if he won, what car did you have at the time?
I let him borrow the Ferrari.
You let him borrow the Ferrari, okay? So
Oh, you want the McLaren?
No. So he takes the Ferrari. You know how they have those cameras.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
might have been going a little bit faster than the speed limit.
Oh, he got
Got a
flashed.
ticket, but I think it got sent to you, and I'm sure your people paid for it. But anyway, you might have a little bet to settle with Preston. That's no lie. He told me.
Interesting.
He goes, Dad, can I tell you something? I said, go ahead. He told me a couple months ago, and I'm like, I cannot.
Oh,
wait
that's
to tell
so
Jason
good.
that,
I would expect nothing less than that. That's amazing. No, I made a bet with him. If he won, I would
Yeah.
let him borrow the Ferrari for the weekend. And
Well, maybe if he wins this week, he gets a McLaren for a few days.
maybe
I think that's a fair deal.
hey, listen.
Maybe like a top 10
top
deal.
10.
Yeah,
Top
let's do
10 gets the McLaren for the weekend.
Announced
Or maybe
here.
I get the McLaren for a week.
Yeah,
Ooh,
if he
that'd
wins.
be nice.
If this podcast gets top 10 podcasts, then you can have the McLaren for
We're sweetening the pot.
Done.
I like this.